Welcome back, everybody, to the Silver Satoshi YouTube channel. Quick apology for the amount of time since our last video. We had a lot of camera issues, as you guys well know. We attempted on several occasions to film videos with our phone. Just wasn't working out. Not the phone's fault, it just wasn't made to do that. But we tried. So we finally got us a camera. Not exactly sure what kind it was. We just went on Amazon and picked up the first one. It looked like it would do the job. We got the camera, filmed a few videos for you, and realized that the memory card we had was not big enough to hold them and to hold all of the video. It would do about 10 minutes and then it would stop. Anyway, been very frustrating. We decided to take a little break. Now that we've got everything in place, we'll try to get you guys some regular videos out. Alright, let's get to pushing because it looks like it's falling down already. Hope you guys have had a wonderful... Oh, that didn't take long. Well, let's see what happens. Hold on. Get y'all down there where you can see it fall. That's the fun part. I'm going to show you guys the new tokens we printed. Maybe you saw them there in the beginning. And talk to that. We've been doing some 3D printing while we've been waiting for the camera, getting everything in order. Hope you got to see them there at the beginning. It turned out pretty good. As we print those, we're going to replace those with replace the poker chips with the printed chips. Oh, there's one in the back there in the right corner. We'll zoom in on it when we get it up here a little closer. A couple of videos ago, I mentioned that I was going to go to Crypto Casey's channel and check out the new wallet she was talking about. It's called the Tangem wallet. It appears to be very similar to a credit card. Not really sure. Please do your own research. Not really sure, but I believe that get somebody to clear it out. Give me a minute. I believe it doesn't actually generate. Well, let me rephrase that. It does. I believe it does generate a seed phrase, but nobody ever sees that. And the type of wallet it is, you actually can get up to three cards with it. Put those in different geographical locations. Like I said, your seed phrase is never released. I don't even think it's released to you. Not really sure. Look more into it. Check it out. It's called the Tangent wallet. Right now, we're still going to stick with our we have a treasure as well as a nano. Not really sure about the model number. You've been following the news, any financial news lately? You'll know that the SEC has sued Coinbase, a couple other places, Binance, having to do with trading securities or not being securities or something, which is kind of all just a smack in the face, really, because I know for a fact Coinbase, which is the hot wallet that I use to move my crypto around, they've been asking for clarification for years, and the SEC wouldn't give it to them. Said everything was fine. Kept referring back to the, well, I think it had something to do with the way securities used to be, where you bought futures in citrus or something like that, which really didn't suit what Coinbase needed in regards to crypto. Anyway, they asked him for clarification. SEC didn't give it to them. And I guess rather than provide clear regulations for Coinbase and the other ones that got sued, they just decided to sue them and say they were doing it all wrong. The funny thing about that, actually it's not funny, is BlackRock. I don't know if you guys are familiar with BlackRock or not, but I believe they control, it's either $9 trillion or $19 trillion worth of the world's assets. So that tells you just about how much they got in the game. Well, the strange thing is now the feds are in bed with them, and they filed for an ETF. Now, what is an ETF? The quickest way I can explain it is it's paper Bitcoin. Kind of like buying gold futures. You don't really own gold, but you got a piece of paper that says you own the future of gold, however that works. Way over my head. Anyway, in a nutshell, the basic thing that we need to know is that owning an ETF, or what I believe to be is a wrapped Bitcoin, is not the same as owning Bitcoin. So all of the players that got in the head of the game and did all the footwork, like BlockFi, Binance, Coinbase, they all got in ahead of the game, did all the footwork, did all the heavy lifting. And then the SEC sues them, says, nope, you can't do that. And then they create a pathway for BlackRock to do exactly what they've sued Coinbase to not do. So we are being, I don't know how else to put it. We're being screwed. The big investors missed out on the boat, so they're going to sue everybody into oblivion and try to lobby and change the legislation to suit them. And once they've suppressed the price enough, you know, your big corporations like BlackRock are going to buy up as much Bitcoin as they can. And say, oh, it was okay the whole time. But they'll have their piece of the pie then. So pretty much punishing everyone else for not having the foresight to get in on the ground level. So they want to suppress the price so they can buy it as cheap as possible and make their dollar. All the more reason why we need a people's currency. Like I say all the time, anything the government tells you about currency or about crypto, you can pretty much count that you need to do the opposite. But they're not in there for us. Like I've said before, they're in there to fatten their own pockets. And it's a damn shame, it really is. The only thing we can do as a people, and like I said before, I'm speaking on part of the government here in the United States, but it does affect the world. The only thing we can do as a people is, like I've said before, try not to participate in this fiat economy. Do your research, do your due diligence. I am not a financial advisor. As I say all the time, I'm an expert in nothing except for loving my family. So do all of your own research. This is not advice. But buy some Bitcoin. I believe Bitcoin is worth more than even hard assets. You can't take hard assets. It's kind of hard to lug, a bunch of gold around with it and not get robbed at gunpoint. Less likely to happen with Bitcoin. Of course, they can't take it from you unless they torch you and you give your keys up. But all the more reason why the people need to start their own economy. And their own decentralized meaning the federal government, the SEC, the Federal Reserve, and all the other big wigs out there in the world don't have any more say-so in how it operates than you and I do. It is really time. Stay in your rep's ear. Stay in their ear. Call them all the time, email them, text them, speak to them in person if you get the opportunity. You need to let them know we are not going to stand for this. It's getting to the point now to where some of this stuff is just outright criminal, and they don't care that we know. Now these are just my summations on the research and the intake of information that I've been able to acquire. And I am no rogue scholar. I barely made it out of high school. As a matter of fact, if it wasn't for my history teacher, Mr. Johnson, if you're out there, you know who you are. Pray to the universe if you're still alive and walking. You weren't that much older than me. You're a young man. But give you a shout out because I'd have never got out of high school if it hadn't been for you. As much as I loved history, I had to work before I went to school. I used to go in 5:30 in the morning to open up a shop, and had to have to work till time to go to school. Sometimes I'd be tired and I'd miss Mr. Johnson's class. And I always enjoyed history, American history, but didn't get around to doing a lot of my homework assignments. And Mr. Johnson should have failed me, but he gave me the opportunity to sign my name to each assignment, even though I hadn't done a thing to it. Just sign it and date it, because he knew he knew I understood the subject. He knew I was interested in it. And he's the reason why I have a high school diploma today. Anyway, I kind of got off topic there. I was just trying to point out that I'm no rogue scholar, no financial genius, but it just seems very obvious to me. If you adopt a philosophy that you would trust nobody in government, and then you just open your eyes and look at what they're doing, it's as plain as the nose on your face. It really, really, really is. They can skew it and spin it any way they want to, which sometimes the stories they come up with is absolutely absurd and ludicrous. Sometimes they answer questions without answering them. Nothing burns me up more than to watch a committee hearing and have a valid question asked, and whoever it is that's giving the answer does everything but answer the damn question. I tell you, I don't think I could be a senator or a congressman. I would lose my cool. I know I would. Anyway, we're out of quarters, so I'm going to pause you, grab some quarters, and we'll be right back.